whipping up, I think, something of a miracle of a cake, to be honest. It is an incredible chocolate chip sheet cake that I'm going to make with just one sheet pan, no bowls or anything. So wait till you see this. It's fabulous, and it's from my new book, Hole in One. So literally, for this cake, you just take all the ingredients and mix it on one sheet pan. And then you bake it in a sheet pan, and it comes out to be a big, beautiful cake. And this is really a cake to feed a crowd. I'm starting off with 2 cups of whole wheat pastry flour. It's one of my favorite ingredients, really, because it's whole grain, completely whole grain flour that's extra tender. It's an extra tender variety. And then 1 cup of a regular all-purpose flour. Then a cup of sugar. Now I have to say, I do not often use regular white sugar, but this is dessert. And throughout Hole in One, I really hardly use any added sweeteners at all. I do have a dessert chapter, and it's mostly really fruit-driven. But once in a while, it's fine to have some sugar. And this, as far as this giant chocolate cake goes, is really not a super sweet cake. So it's a really modest amount of sugar overall. 2/3 of a cup of all-natural cocoa powder. The unalkalized or not Dutched cocoa has more antioxidants, so I usually go with that one. A couple of teaspoons of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just going to whisk that right on the pan, because we have plenty of room on this pan. Once you get all the dry ingredients together, you make a well in the dry ingredients, and you pour the oil into the well. It's a neutral flavored oil. It could be canola, it could be grapeseed oil, then a little vanilla extract. And that actually brings out the chocolatey flavor, a little vanilla there. And then the other part of this that's really kind of cool is that you put water over the flour. But first you put a couple of tablespoons of cider vinegar into the water. The acid from the cider vinegar kind of activates the gluten in the flour, and it's the gluten in the flour that winds up holding this cake together. And sprinkling it over the flour hydrates it, gets the gluten going, and the acid also acts to start leavening. So in go the chocolate chips. Kind of sprinkle them around, stir them in. And that is it. And then it goes in the oven about 20 minutes. So this is how it looks. It bakes for 20 minutes, and then just let it cool. And then, you know what, you can really, this is like a blank canvas. I just like to garnish it simply with some powdered sugar, sprinkled right on there. Oh, it's so lovely. I actually like to put a little bit of powdered sugar on the whole plate, because it's fun. So there it is, my 1-pan chocolate chip sheet cake. Just a lovely cake. It's super moist. It's not too sweet. It's really chocolatey. But I'm going to eat this entire piece in 2 seconds.
Hachette.